Good morning, bon dia, giorno buono, to the way. How are you all? I hope that everyone is good. If you can hear me, let me know. New day, new opportunity. And of course, at the beginning, I will tell about the most probable area to trade or the days we should not trade. All of these things I will talk after a bit. Walaikum salam technical. You can hear me. Good morning, Bin. Murad, our moderator. I thought you are Moroccan. Okay. I think you are talking about Mahdi. But guys, you can hear me. Everything is good or not. Let me know before starting everything. And please push the like button if you have no problem. You can't hear me, right? Can't you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Sound is clear. Okay, thank you, Mahdi. Thank you. Nobody is telling something about the sound, so I was a little confused. But good morning, Kedrick, Sida Pro. Guys, I just posted one a picture. You don't need to be Muslim to start for Gaza. You just need to be human. This is true. I would love to talk about a bit about this at the beginning of this stream. It's not for political issue. It's not for something. It's for humanity. Whatever is happening in Gaza, it's really so pathetic, and nobody can support whatever happening over there. There can be war, there can be dead, but whatever happening in Gaza, it's absolutely, absolutely illegal. This is inhumanity, and we should we should support Palestine. We should support Gaza. Okay, please, it's my request to everyone. If you have Twitter, if you have any social media, write for Gaza. You don't need to be Muslim to support this. If it was happening with some Christian people, we would love to say like the same way. It's not good for the world. Don't say like it's not happening with me, so I don't care. If it is happening with them today, it will happen to us next day. So until it's not coming to us, it doesn't mean that it is not coming to us. Please stand for Gaza. Everyone, please. It's my request, okay? By the way, let's talk about the price action, but I really don't have any idea what should we talk about the price action. What about the Hindus in Bangladesh, bro? Nothing is happening in Bangladesh with Hindus. So if you are seeing anything about that, you are seeing the bad things, the wrong things. We people, we are protecting the Hindus. Now they're absolutely okay. But at the beginning of the 5th of August, where there was some kind of revolution, no minority was hurt by the people or by the Muslim people in Bangladesh. So if you are seeing something through your social media, it's because of some propaganda. It's nothing happening in Bangladesh. And already a lot of journalists from India came to Bangladesh and they have confirmed this. Okay, so that's why Indian people stop talking about this. So I don't know, Manav Bhatt, you know something or not, you know clearly or not, but nothing is happening with the Hindus people in Bangladesh. Nothing. Okay, yeah, some Muslim people who are in Awami League, they're they are I mean they were supporting Awami League, so there was something happened to them, but nothing happened with Hindu people. Just as again, I have to take a call. I'll be just back. Just Sorry guys, I had a phone call I had to receive. My sister is little sick, so I just need to receive that call. Okay, let's forget about everything. Let's go to the price action. So I'm using the NQ1 for reading this price, because in NQ1 I have all of this previous data, where in NQM I don't have all of this data. So I'm using this NQ1 here, which is called the running contract. If any of you are interested to use this NQ1, make sure that you have toggle on this BADZ. So it should be in color of blue, not the black color, okay, not the normal color. It should be in color of blue. If you can't, I mean, just like this, okay. So here, as I told yesterday, I'm going to repeat that same thing again. This is the all-time high. We are predicting this market will fall for this relatively equal lows. And finally, this was my idea to think about this market reversal to the sky, to the limit of the sky. Okay? I'm not saying that exactly it is going to happen right now, but that is my first priority, to think that this is now a bullish market. I will wait for some more days to confirm that it's a bullish market. For example, from the daily chart, I'll talk about that from the daily chart, but from the weekly chart, if this is a bullish market, it should start to go higher now. Now, if it is not a bullish market, still this is a bearish market and it would love to keep falling, then I will watch this down close body close candle. Until this down close body close candle, I will keep looking for selling opportunity, which is low probability to me. Instead, I really would love to see it will start for the all-time high again, and it is going to make new all-time high. Everything is going to be dependent on the price action, and most importantly for CPI. So if the CPI run is toward that buy side liquidity, I believe this market is going for that all-time high. I would love to repeat this one more time. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but that is my expectation, that market has changed the bias from bearish to bullish. This is that daily gap, and if you remember, I talked about this breaker block over here. So from that breaker block, as well as from this inversion fair value gap, which is over there, that inversion fair value gap has held the market. Now it is going higher. So far yesterday was bullish, today so far it is bullish, until this last fair value gap is not broken, which is going to be from here to here, around there to there. I'm going to mark both of them until it is not broken, which is the last fair value gap from the daily chart. I simply can't say that this is a bear, this is a bullish market. So it can reverse from this fair value gap, which is the last fair value gap. I just marked all of this volume imbalance with the gap. So if it reverses from this area, it can of course reverse and go for this lows, and finally it can come around this area, which is the last fair value gap from the daily chart. Until that area, it can keep falling until this area. If this is a bearish market, of course it has to break this last fair value from the weekly chart, and then I will say that okay, it is going to fall, or it is going into the deep discount. Right now I'm more interested to see it will keep going higher, and that's for it should reach to this fair value gap. So I would love to see if it can reach over here until now. Now, is it going for that all-time high or not? That is different matter, because it will take long time. It will take to touch that all-time high long time. But for a short period of time, for example, by today is Tuesday, which is called the manipulation day. So if this market fall a bit, it can be the manipulation. If it is extremely bullish, then it can keep going higher. Sorry, if it is bearish, then it can take yesterday's high, which is this Monday high. It can simply take that Monday high, then it can start to fall to break this fair value gap or the weekly fair value gap. It can do that. Okay. Otherwise, it can keep going higher until this fair value gap. So, which is my interest to see if it can reach until this area. After reaching over here, I will wait to see, is it breaking this last fair value gap, or is it respecting that last fair value gap and keep falling. That is my expectation will be after reaching over here. So if you ask me right now, what is your thinking for today? I'm more interested to see that this market will come over here to this fair value gap. Again, I'm saying all of this analysis depending on bullish price action or bullish case of scenario. But if it is a bearish case of scenario, or maybe I'm wrong, this market is not going for that all-time high, my expectation is wrong, this is a bearish market and this market will keep falling. In that type of situation, it doesn't need to reach to this fair value gap. It can simply reverse from there. Even I don't expect this market will trade this small fair value gap. Without trading this gap, it will keep falling and it will break at least the 50% of that week. Okay, if it would love to keep falling. So as I am a biased based trader, so I always try to trade depending on my bias, and I decide my bias depending on my expectation as well as the price action. I'm more interested to see the bullish run today as well as the next few days. It will keep going higher. So I will talk about like that way. But if it is a bearish market, we'll change our mind and maybe we'll try to trade that bearish market. Right now, I'm more interested to see it will come over here to this fair value gap by today. If I come to this hourly chart over here, this is that hourly chart. You can see this is that new week opening gap which has been created April 6th, 2025. If you take a closer look over here, market structure shift, fair value gap, market has traded this fair value gap, went higher. After coming here, take that high, trade this bearish gap from the weekly chart, from the hourly chart. This is the week that has taken all the liquidity. So this week 50% is important to me. I would love to mark the week 50% over here around this area, and I will wait to see if the body can close above the 50% of this line. So if the body can close above this 50% of this line, there's much more possibility this market will come here around this area, which is from the daily chart, daily bearish gap on the last gap. It can reach until this area. So I'll keep waiting for a body close above this line. Yeah, you can see here is a body close a bit higher, which is actually confirmed that this is a bullish market and market is going to take that high. Finally, it is reaching over here, but I need some more clarification that will tell me that no, that is going to tell me that of course I'm going to break this all of this area. So it is little weird to me. I want to see a clean close above this line. As I'm bullish, so I'm all saying the bullish case of scenario. But if it is a bearish market, of course it can start to fall, and we will talk about that later. While I will see this is actually a bearish market, not a bullish market. My analysis is wrong. Market is not going for that all-time high. Instead, it is actually going to fall more deep here. Okay, more deep over there. But right now the price is telling me this is a bullish market. As yesterday I told, I'm not interested to see it is going to take all of these lows, and instead it will keep going higher. That was my expectation, at least until that 20 or 30% of the TGIF line. And if it can, and finally it will break them and it will keep going higher. So let's see. From while market came here yesterday, I started to look for this sell side liquidity, but of course it has to break this new week opening gap to fall for that sell side liquidity. But I was extremely bearish after reaching to that line. Or I mean, this market when it reached over there, I was extremely bearish yesterday. So yesterday's price action is done. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Now I'm coming here for today's price action. I'm more interested to see if it can be a bullish market. From 15-minute chart, this is the 15-minute chart. All you can see here, market has taken all the liquidity. Then market structure shift. This is a deep retracement over here, which has traded around this area. Last fair value gap or entry fair value gap from the 15-minute chart. Lowest down close, body close candle 1, 2, 3. All of these three candles are the order block, which is called the consecutive order block. Extend it to your right, you'll see it has traded the order block. The whole consecutive order block has been traded over here. After trading this whole consecutive order block, this has made as a propulsion block. This candle validate this candle as a propulsion block. Market came until this area, deep retracement of that propulsion block. After trading that propulsion block, market went higher. So when market went higher, this is that unfilled fair value gap. So I would love to see this gap will be unfilled. Until this gap is not filled, to take that liquidity which is here, this high has been taken over here with a shallow run. See this high and that high, they're the relatively equal highs, which is called the shallow run in my opinion, which is an obvious buy side liquidity. So I'm going to remove this line from the hourly chart. See this shallow run, this is called buy side liquidity. If I see this, I love to mark it like this way. So until this buy side liquidity is not taken, and if market can fill this gap 100%, fail to take the extreme low, then I will keep looking for a buying opportunity for this buy side liquidity. Right now, I'm more interested to use this gap, which is over here around this area, to observe today's price action. If this is a bullish market, it should not close below this 15-minute bearish gap. It should not close below this 15-minute bullish gap. Instead, it should keep going higher. Here, I have these clean lows. You can see this low, that low, and that low. They're the relatively equal lows, which is a very nice support zone. But as this is supporting the new day opening gap, which has been created by today, I believe that this support zone or anything, whatever it is, it can be left for a lot of, I mean, for later. Okay, in short, it can be left for later. So while market will come here, then it can come back again for the sell side liquidity. But right now I'm not interested about them, but of course it can keep falling. Take that liquidity support here, this parabolic cap, look at that parabolic cap, which is my last case of scenario. After this parabolic cap will be broken, maybe I will start to think about the bearishness. Until it's not broken, I don't like to think about the bearish scenario. Instead, I'm more interested to look for the bearish scenario. So what else can happen? Around 9:30, this market can fall, take all of this liquidity, trade this parabolic cap, then it can start to go higher again. There is nothing wrong for that, like something like this. It can happen. Of course, if it is happen, I will be very happy to frame the buy setup from this area. What else can happen? It can come back, it can come here, then it can start to fall. If it happens, I will miss all the sell opportunity, even though I will look for sell, but I'm not able to look, I mean, take the sell. The reason is I'm more interested to look for this buying opportunity. So while it will come here, I have to think like this way. That means it will come here, retracement, it will go higher again and come here. So I have to think like this way. So maybe if it come here and take this sell side liquidity and I'm wrong, I will miss all of this selling opportunity. I'm not going to touch this market. I'm not going to frame any kind of sell. If it has been taken, and then I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. I'm not interested to frame any kind of selling opportunity. In the meantime, if the other case of scenario happen, for example, if it fall actually and come here, then go for this buy side liquidity. That is the best case of scenario for me to take the buy or to look for the buy. If it close below this parabolic gap, then I will be in no trade zone again, because market will be inside the new week opening gap or around the new week opening gap, which is extremely difficult for me to trade over there. So it will be a day where I will have no opportunity to trade. At the same time, today is Tuesday, and Tuesday we don't have any news. We have CPI in Wednesday. We have FOMC tomorrow, though it's not the normal FOMC. It's just a news, 2 p.m. news. To be honest, today is the lowest probability to trade. So if any of you would love to trade, you are most welcome. You can trade if you want, but if you ask me, I'm not interested to trade at all today with my real money or funded account. Of course, if you have AVAL, you can trade in your AVAL. At the same time, still now the volatility is over here. Even though it seems like a very small candle, but it's a highly volatile candle. If you mark this candle, this 15-minute candle is 151 handle. You can say, brother, it's absolutely normal. So come over here. This is the area around this, before the Trump speak. So just look at the 15-minute candle. What is the volatility for this candle? 178 handle. Okay, so let's see another candle like 83 handle. So I hope that you understand what is the difference of the volatility here. It's almost the double of the candle. This 115-minute candle over here is near about 139 handle. So still it is highly volatile market. From 1 minute chart, it's near about 50 handle, 40 handle, 30 handle in 1 minute chart. Okay? It is the lowest probable area to trade. If you'd love to put your funded account into the risk table, I have no objection. Of course, you can do that, but I suggest not to trade in your funded account. Instead, you can do either paper trade or you can go for the eval. Eval trading is nothing, because this is the best area to pass the eval. Okay, this is the best area to pass the eval because it is highly volatile. So you can try with your eval, which is highly recommended. If you have problem with eval, then go and do the paper trade. Some of you can say, brother, this is the best area to trade because it is highly volatile. So if I can enter into the market, I will get my profit within 1 or 2 minutes, because 1 minute candle is 40 handle, 2 minute candle is like 80 handle, something like that. No, brother, you are thinking about profit. I'm thinking about loss. If I would love to take that 50 handle target, then my stop loss will be 50 handle, at least 1 is to 1. So 50, 40 handle, 30 handle. I'm not interested to take that risk in my funded account. So I will prefer to go for the either able or paper trade. So it is the lowest probable day to trade, one of the lowest probable day to trade. If you would love to risk your money, you can of course go for that. My most interest to see this buy side liquidity, and then it will keep going higher for this parallel gap. That is my whole idea for today to trade. If you have any question, you can ask that right now. We will see that. Let me show you. You'll see this whole candle, like very small candle. Now let me show you one big candle. How much volatile is that big candle? So a small candle. There is small, but let me show you. This small candle is 34 handle. 1 minute candle is 34 handle. 34 handle. Look at this candle, okay? Look at this candle, 79 handle. This is 1 minute candle, just 1 minute candle. Even the market didn't start yet. It's 79 handle. If you take a closer look here, 77 handle. Right now, this candle, right? This is right now candle, 39 handle. It didn't close. So it is highly volatile market. And in this volatile market, I don't want to risk my real money to put into the gamble table. I'd love to talk about yesterday, and if you were with me in our Discord, I have shown you one trade around this area. So while this market came here, that was the exact candle I have first tweeted that mark this sell side liquidity. That was my not tweet actually in my Discord. I told that mark that sell side liquidity over here. All of these lows were the relatively equal lows. My mistake was I was seeing this is an obvious liquidity. So I had a mistake over there because this low has been taken over here by a shallow run. I didn't see that it was a shallow run. Okay, like here, this low has been taken over here by a shallow run. So shallow run can happen once, which has happened already over there. Next time, market take that on, even if it is a shallow run, I don't need to think about that shallow run as a liquidity anymore. So as the shallow run happened already over here, I shouldn't think about this shallow run. So I should think that this market is not coming for this sell side liquidity because it is not my sell side liquidity in that specific moment. That was my mistake over here. Because if you just look over here and the market is something like this, like it doesn't seems like a shallow run, right? In open eyes, if you stress the market, then you can expect that, oh, okay, it's already a shallow run over there. So I should not think about that. So if you are with me for so long, you already know that shallow run can happen just once. In a normal market like this, it doesn't seems like a shallow run. So I thought it's a clean lows and this is the shallow run. That's why I told that this is sell side liquidity. If this happened, I don't actually mark those as my sell side liquidity because the shallow run happened already over here and then market has taken the liquidity, went higher. While this market came here and take all of this high, see this high and that high, that was the shallow run. Market has taken this relatively equal highs. I told you everyone to look for that sell side liquidity, which was my mistake. But more interestingly, I marked that fair value gap. Now I'm not going to explain this gap right now, but that was the gap that has been marked in my chart. Not this gap, not that gap, not any other thing, just this gap. In short, you can observe your 15-minute chart. If you can find out why this gap is important, just go to your 15-minute chart and the 1 minute chart. Then you will understand why this gap is important. But I'm just not going to break this thing right now. While I have seen this has taken that high, exactly to this high happened over here, I started to see that, start looking for selling opportunity from there for that specific sell side liquidity after seeing this candle. Why I was so much confident that it is not going to take that high again because this high has been taken over here. This is the relatively equal highs which has been taken over here by a shallow run. After this candle which has taken that shallow run, that means it's not the liquidity anymore, at least not for that moment. It's not the liquidity anymore. This high, that high, relatively equal highs, shallow run, which is my obvious liquidity. Market has taken that obvious liquidity. There is no sell side liquidity left over there. So I'm more interested to look for sell. Here I have the 22 YT model where this low has been shifted over there. Everything was in our Discord, I keep taking the screenshot and I posted it to our Discord. Then here is the entry gap, where here is the entry gap, there is the last gap. So I'm going to mark the last gap over here. That was the last gap. I couldn't take that sell because it wasn't the immediate reaction. You all of you know that I love the immediate reaction. If there was immediate reaction, I would love to go for the trade. If there is no immediate reaction, I'm not interested to take the sell from the 22 YT model fair value gap. Instead, I love to wait for the order block. So while I have seen that this candle appeared on the chart, and then this candle, that candle closed below this candle, closed below that candle, it has been validated as my order block. This, after this candle, it has been validated as my order block. Now this one candle is something like 74 handle, so of course I can't take the sell over here and put my stop loss out that order block candle. That is why I showed you the entry from this order block open. Okay, that is why I marked it as my opening. So if it can reach until this open, of course here it tapped over there. Can I take the sell? No, of course not, because until this candle it was not validated as an order block. While this candle appeared, this is now the order block after this candle. Then this candle came here. I was so afraid to think that okay, maybe market is not going to touch that open. But the next candle fortunately given me the opportunity to take the entry over here, which is from there. Stop loss has to be one tick above that candle, just one tick above that candle. You have to observe this 36 handle or something like that. Target was this fair value gap, exactly to the top of this fair value gap. That was the first opportunity to take the sell. Now it is hindsight, but it was in live yesterday in our Discord group. So those people who are thinking that, brother, everyone can paint this trading view chart. No, I have painted that beforehand in our Discord. So that was the first opportunity to take the buy over here around this area. Then this is the highest up close body close candle which has traded the order block. But brother, it didn't touch that open. I don't need it. The whole order block is from open to the low. If it was not highly volatile, then I wouldn't wait for this candle to come to the open. I have to push the button from the low of that order block. As it was highly volatile, and I knew that if I take that entry over here, I wouldn't be able to cover that whole order block, which is gonna be 80 handle something stop loss. I can't do that. So either that's why I tried to catch it from order block. This is the highest up close body close candle which has traded this order block. This is called my propulsion block. So this is the propulsion block over here around this area. It is called propulsion block. I showed you. If you would love to take the entry from this propulsion block until it reached to this gap. So it was falling, it is falling, it is falling. If it could tap to this gap, this propulsion block entry is not valid anymore. If it doesn't tap over there, then you can take the entry from this propulsion block. You have to cover the order block open, at least one tick of that order block open. Now you can say that there is 67 handle or something. I'm doing this just for teaching you the real way to trade. As it is highly volatile, of course I wouldn't go for this or that entry, none of this, because it is still 36 handle. I'm not interested. Even if I went for this trade, maybe I would put my stop loss here somewhere, 20 handle, something like this. Randomly, if I get stopped out, I would try to take re-entry, but I would never go for this 37 handle or 36 handle stop loss. I would never go for this. If I would love to, I'm overzealous, maybe I would market the 50% of this candle, which is the order block, propulsion block mean threshold, and then I would try to cover that 50%. If I get stopped out, I would love to take the re-entry. But according to the logic, just you need to learn the logic, because while this market will be low volatility, you will be able to take this entry. Just 3 minutes left for the opening. I'm going to finish this very fast. And finally, I have shown you this entry from this gap. You can take, if you want, you can take the entry from this gap. So here, that candle is your entry opportunity over here. Now everything, it seems like hindsight, but everything was live in our Discord. So not that one, sorry. Here, this one, and stop loss has to be above this candle. It is the best case of scenario to put above that candle, but you can put it above this candle as well. Then we had this order block, consecutive order block over here. This is the third or last opportunity to take the sell from this area, from that order block until that specific level. Here Stop loss has to cover the order block, one tick of the order block, and target is this area. So this is all the selling opportunity. As I was looking for sell, it was the area to take that sell. So I'm going back, and we are very near to 8:30. No, sorry, 9:30 open. So I would love to stay in the chart. In the meantime, I need to check actually how many likes did I get. Brother, it's the best time to trade the E-mini S&P. I am not brave enough. That is why I'm not trading. So guys, please push the like button. 163 people watching, 52 likes. So please push the like button. Jack T, in short, this is the best time to trade the E-mini S&P chart. I'm just not brave enough because ICT didn't switch his chart to E-mini S&P. I don't want to go against him. That is why I'm still in Nasdaq chart. But if you really would love to listen from me, this is the best area to trade E-mini S&P chart. Hey Sharoda, be very careful about with your funded account. Very big opening range gap. I'm not going to even mark that opening range gap because it's gonna be huge opening range gap. I'm waiting for first presented gap. I have already explained everything, so let's wait for that first presented gap to see if it can give us 25 handle. This is for me. I believe in first presented gap. I don't have any relationship with first presented gap with anything else. No price action, no bias, no parallel gap, no new day opening gap, new week opening gap, nothing. I will go for first presented gap. If it is BC, I'll go for buy. If it is CB, I'll go for sell with that first presented gap. Maximum stop loss 25 handle, maximum target 25 handle. Please push the like button and subscribe to our channel if you are new. Let's see if we can touch 10,240 subscribers by today or not. That's the target. Don't make me wrong about my target. I'm not going to frame any trade that is called the copy trade. Okay, so if any of you would love to trade here, make sure that that is your own risk. I'm not here to give you the signal. If I want to give the signal, then I will of course take money for that. Why I will do that for free? So as I'm doing this for free, it's not for signal, it's for learning. So if you are interested to learn, you're welcome. If you're not, then I think you should find someone else who is providing you signal. No parallel gap. Okay, but you said there's some different. Oh, okay, yeah. The same different things means the way you are seeing the precision with the last parallel gap or entry parallel gap, you're not going to get that in E-mini S&P. Then the way you see the clean highs or clean lows are not left in NQ, but E-mini S&P, it can leave them. So you have to adjust that. Then the way you see the premium and discount in Nasdaq, it doesn't happen the same way in E-mini S&P. But of course, that is also precised, but in a different way. Okay, so whatever you have seen happening in Nasdaq, that is not gonna be the same thing in E-mini S&P. I know some people are actually confused about E-mini S&P. I say that E-mini S&P. Okay, so in a fast way, I say E-mini S&P. This is Nasdaq market, that is E-mini S&P market. So NQ market, E-mini NQ market, Nasdaq market, or E-mini S&P market. Hey Mehdi, just find out who didn't leave the like and just block them, brother. You have the power, okay? You have the power to block them until Outlander is not here. So whoever didn't provide the likes, please block them. I was telling Sharda, you have bought that funded account and as well as the Suzy one. Guys, both of you, be very careful, brother. This market is not to trade for the funded account. If this market is for trading for the eval account or the paper trade, not the funded account. Keep them. You have no time limit. Keep them. If you are overzealous, go for just two micro contract, just for two micro contract. No, not even one, just two micro contract. It's just an advice to both of those people, Sujivan uh, and Sharada, because they have bought the Tradify direct funded account, so they don't need to pass the eval. They are just trading funded account. I'm just saying this to both of them as an advice. You can just say mini easier. Yeah, mini SMP is easier, but those things are little different. Okay, it doesn't mean that there's no precision. It's easier, but should I go over there? I'm afraid, brother. To be honest, I'm afraid. Walaikum salam, Hafiz Ahmed. I see Nasdaq forming SMT on higher time frame. Which SMT, brother? Bullish or bearish? Mako. Just let me know, brother. Let me know. Thank you, Tito. I'm trading Aval account now. Yeah, brother, please trade only Aval, okay? Don't touch your funded account because it's expensive. Why just blowing that account in this shit price action? And already you know that today is the lowest probability. No need to take risk over there. You have no time limit. Wait a long time to get your first payout. No worries. Murad 830 aligned with 15-minute order block. I don't see this one as an order block, to be honest. But of course, it can be order block. Instead, I'm seeing this low as my liquidity. So I want to see it will take that low, trade this gap, and then it will go higher. I'm not seeing this as an order block. But of course, it can be order block. I'm not seeing it as an order block. That's all, brother. Because here I have nothing that can tell me that this is order block. While I have seen that market left that liquidity. So if there is no liquidity taken, there is no order block should be formed. Just my opinion, by the way. Instead, I prefer that market will take this low as a liquidity taken, then market will come for this buy side liquidity. Faisal, I'm fine. Thanks for asking, brother. Thanks for asking. Don't forget to leave the like, man. Hey Archana, good morning, sis. I meant only E and S. You keep seeing ES. Oh, okay. Okay. E mini S and P ES. Okay, ES. ES is better. Of course. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. ES. Okay, not E mini S and P. ES. Didn't give the entry yet. Okay. It didn't give the entry yet. It missed that gap just for a bit. You can see here. It has missed that gap just for a bit. There is no volume imbalance. I don't see any volume imbalance over there. Oh man, if it could give me that entry opportunity, that would be my boom already. But it is what it is. I don't see any volume imbalance. I don't know in NQM, but I don't have any volume imbalance over there. Okay, now I'm in. Now I am in, okay? A bit more, a bit more, a bit more. You can see here. I'll just put it a bit here so that you can see how many handle has been provided already. I prefer 25 handle. There you go. Your trade should be done. It's something very easy to trade this market if you love to use it. Yes, sometimes it doesn't work. I agree with you, brother. But all you are taking is 25 handle risk. Yesterday you got your boom, today you got your boom. Come to this market, mark your first presented gap, mark your 25 handle boom. Brother, it has given me 100 handle. I don't care. Now, if you have an opportunity to take some partial here and then hold the market, there is something else. I have no problem with that. But 25 handle is done for me. I don't care about this anymore. I'm done. Easy Fizzy 25 handle. I prefer some boom, man, to be honest. Okay, dear money, boom. Thank you, man. Morat, boom, man. Thank you. Boom, boom. Rovi, thanks, man. Sharada, boom. Thank you. Erdogan, yes. Thank you, man. Miguel, wow. Thank you, man. Easy Fizzy 25 handle. Hey, Morat, thanks for that. I took, sir, thanks. Hey, CS, you're most welcome, brother. Stux, thanks for that boom. Anybody took that entry except Cizo Saz? Anybody? It's an easy peasy 25 handle. A very easy peasy 25 handle. Now it can keep falling for here, okay? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. All I care is just 25 handle. Some of you can think, brother, 25 handle is nothing. Those people have no word to say. Anybody has taken that one? Now let's do evals. Me with 5 micro. Wow, that's cool, Morad. I think you have already got $250. Boom, I took that 25 handle. Hey, Manu. Manu, this is for you. I'm not saying this to anybody else. I'm saying this to Manu only. Manu, stop trading to that specific account. If you have any other account, then trade in other account. If you don't have any other account, then stop trading. This is just for Manu, nobody else. I'm saying this to Manu only. Stop trading with any other account. Sorry, in this account anymore. Stop. M to say, yes, bro, I took but only 1 micro. It's okay, Stux. That doesn't mean, man. That's nothing. You got it. You are going to build your confidence, and then in time you will be confident to go for more contract. Boom, thank you, Belmont. Teamed, I took with 1 micro lol. It's absolutely okay. There's nothing wrong. Just build your confidence. Morad, yep. Okay, Manu, 1 eval. That's cool, man. Boom, thank you. It's my only. Okay, if you have only one account, don't trade anymore. Your trade is done for today. Manu, listen to me, brother. Stop over trading, you will get your payout. How many times in arrow till now? In a row. Okay, like last week it didn't work 2 days. Before last week it didn't work 1 day, worked 4 days. The previous week it worked 5 out of 5. I don't remember before that. This week, yesterday it worked perfectly. Today it has worked perfectly. Already 2 days it has provided me 25 until 25 until. Now this is all about so far. Okay. Waiting to see if it can provide me the run toward that buy side liquidity after trading this gap. Not interested to frame any trade yet. Just need to get more confirmation. I'm actually interested to see this buy side liquidity will be taken, but just a bit time later. Okay, a bit later. Boom! Thank you, X-Men Trade. Boom! Al Mahamudi, Manu Titu, you are the best human. Thanks for that compliment, brother. Inversion fabric upon first presented gap came. Not interested to use it like that way. We have talked about that, but that is little risky. Not like, I mean, depending on the price action, I can use it as an inverse gap, but not interested to use it right now. Instead, I would love to wait a bit. I mean, this price action is not giving me any confident to frame the buy. You can ask me the reason, though it has taken all of this liquidity, but it didn't trade any 1 minute area. Nothing has been traded over here. Even I can see that this 50-minute chart has traded this 50-minute bullish fair value gap. So it can start to go for that buy side liquidity, but the 1 minute chart is messy over here. So that is why I'm not feeling confident. Yeah, from the 2 minute chart also as well, it didn't give me anything. So I'm a little confused, even though I'm looking for buy, but I'm not interested to frame any buy right now. I would love to wait a bit more. If I miss it, I'll miss it. No worries. I only have one able, so I have to be super careful. I'm done for the day, trying to use same discipline as if it was funded because no other option other than gamble. Please don't trade. If you are already profitable, stop trading to that account RP. This is for those people who have just one able account. Lock your account. Lock your account. Don't go for any other trade. I have showed you, I have given you a easy peasy 25 handle. Easy peasy 25. You got it. You don't need to read this price. Nothing. Everything is good. Now, if you'd love to trade, go to your paper trade and do the paper trade. I'm going to go with you. Go as much as trade you want to take. Go for that. $46, $42 handle, $42 handle, $42 handle. What should I do? Okay, listen, I'm not interested to take this entry. The reason is it's 40 handle stop loss. So if I'm wrong, I will get a 40 handle loss. I don't want to take that 40 handle loss. So I will frame it. If it worked, I will say that I have sacrificed that trade. I'm not interested to take this entry because of the stop loss. The stop loss is 40 handle. So not interested to take that 40 handle stop loss. If it was like 20 handle or something like that, I would go for this buy from this area. As it is 40 handle, not going to take it. I'll just sacrifice this trade. Listen, when I'm framing a trade, that doesn't mean that is going to work 100%. I frame the trade depending on that high probability. So it doesn't mean that it is going to work 100%. So if I'm wrong, how much loss I'm going to take? That is my interest to see. If I see that it's huge loss, stop loss, I know that it has to be huge stop loss because the volatility. So that is why I would love to sacrifice this trade, because if I'm wrong, I'm not going to take that loss, and I don't have any opportunity to put my stop loss a bit higher. I don't have that much opportunity. I have to put my stop loss here. So I'm going to sacrifice it. That's all, brother. I had your same entry, so thanks for the confidence. You're most welcome, Robert. Okay, just said, I know I'm thinking too much. It's okay, brother. It's absolutely okay. Thinking too much is good. Good for health. Confidence isn't the problem. Volatility is. I only have a funded top step account, and if you take a $1,000 loss, they shut your account down for the day. 1,000 can happen very first trade. I mean, very first training minutes. Yeah, trading minutes. Absolutely, I agree with you. But if you get a winning trade, stop over there. That's my best advice. Okay, I got stopped out. If I'm wrong, I will get that 40 handle loss. I don't want to take that entry because of that. If it was like 20 handle or something like that, I could go for that trade. As I didn't have any opportunity to trail my stop loss a bit, I'm not interested to take this entry. Now, next time I'm going to remove this. Okay, so I will only keep this one if I get stopped out by saying that I'm going to take this entry. If this time market give me any other entry opportunity, I'll go for this buy by trailing my stop loss near about 20 to 25 handle, because now I will have an opportunity to put my stop loss in a logical level. But my whole confident entry will be if this market come here around this area. That would be the best case of area for me to take the buy. I will keep this on if I say that this is my entry, and I will do that if I can put my stop loss in another logical level where I can put it with a small stop loss. You can say, brother, this is highly volatile. I don't care about that. For example, there is an order block. I took that entry from my order block. I have to cover that low of that order block. I know that. But at the same time, I can cover the 50% of that order block mean threshold by putting my stop loss over there. So I can minimize my loss from 45 to maybe 20 handle. So in that type of situation, I will frame the trade, which I'm more interested to take. Thank you for your help. With you, I have passed my first evaluation. My heart is beating so fast. Hey, said Hunter. Congratulations, but never copy my trade. It's my request. Chart closed. I don't feel the need to push the button. Now I will watch wizard reading. That's the best decision ever. Come every day, make some profit, close the chart. Here, if this market come here, I'm more interested to look for buy. So brother, can I take the sell? I'm not interested to take the sell because my bias is bullish, and I'm more interested to see this market will come here to take this buy side liquidity. So all the fall, I'll let them go. I'm not interested to frame the sell. If you are interested, you can go for it. I'm watching this last fair gap actually here. This last fair gap, can it hold the market? Set it higher again. The buy side liquidity is also daily fair value gap. Okay, that's a good information, Murat. Hey Buros, where are you, man? It's been a long, I didn't see your comment. You forget me, man. 90 likes out of 177 viewers, that's ridiculous. This guy has to ask for likes every day when he is providing so much value to you and asking for nothing in return except for a simple like. Thank you, Buros. But brother, I was missing you. So this time I am more interested to frame the buy from this fair value gap. If it can close above this fair value gap, I would love to take the buy and going to cover just the low of this fair value gap. Just the low of this fair value gap. So something like this. My entry will be here. This is my confident entry, okay? And will cover just this fair value gap. Something like that. This is my confirmation entry because now I can put my stop loss over here. I don't need to think about the low of this candle. I can put my stop loss over here, like around this area, 20 handle. If I get stopped out, I'll take re-entry until this fair value gap is not broken. So I don't want to see that this market will come to this fair value gap. As it is now confident for me, I would love to go for this trade with 20 handle stop loss. If it was a normal market, not highly volatile, wherever this market would close, I would push my button over there. But as this is a highly volatile market, I would love to retest this fair value gap. So if it can retest this fair value gap, I'll go for that trade. If it doesn't retest this fair value gap, this entry is not valid to me. I'm saying everything to you. So like here, that would be my entry over there. As this is highly volatile, I can't take that risk. So I'm going to either sacrifice this trade, or if it take me, I'll go for this trade. Simple. But if it was a normal market, okay, for example, it's a normal market. It has closed over there. This is my entry. Stop loss is going to just cover that candle low, this candle low, and as well as this fair value gap, just over there. As it is highly volatile, not interested to take my entry over there. Instead, I will wait to see if this market can come here and take me with him. If I get a stop out here, next time it will close out this gap, I'll take rebuy over there because now I have minimized my loss to 20 handle. I know that I have to cover this gap. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to believe this market is not coming to this gap. Of course, I can miss this trade. As I told, it is highly volatile. I should enter into the market from here. I can't do that because of the highly volatile. Now you can say, okay, brother is thinking like this way, so let's take the entry over there and cover this whole range. Don't do that. It's high. Even if you are with 1 micro, don't do that. It's called the bad habit. In the highly volatile market, you have to be very precise. Either it will be precise or you have to sacrifice this trade. There is no other way. Either sacrifice this trade or wait for the precise market. So if this market come here, I'll be in the market. If it doesn't come, it keep going higher, I'll let this run go. I don't care about that. My bias is bearish. Both London and Asia highs taken. Yes, Jonathan, bias bearish. Okay, but daily imbalance above. Yeah, a lot of new week opening gap as well. Like boom and penguin. Okay, Jonathan, but current new week opening gap below. Okay, brother. If your bias is bearish, then wait for the selling opportunity. My bias is bullish, so I'm interested to frame the buy setup only. I can take it a bit risk over here from this fair value gap. That means market can simply trade this gap and then keep going higher. I'm also going to take that risk as well. If it come here to this gap, I'll take this entry. Otherwise, I will sacrifice this trade. But what else can happen? It can simply trade this gap before going higher until this buy side liquidity. So I will take that risk. I have no other way, just no other way because of the volatility. I told you here, I'm not interested to take that entry because of the stop loss 40 handle. If I'm wrong, I'll get a 40 handle loss. I'm not interested to take this off. I'm more interested to take this buy because I can put my stop loss in a very small way, even if it is a highly volatile market. Even if it is a highly volatile market. Some of you can think that, okay, brother is saying cover this gap, so cover that gap with 40 on handle. Don't do that. If you would love to work with this precise market, you have to put your stop loss in a logical way. Now I should put it one tick below this gap, but as you can see, it's just 13 handle. And if I put it over here, which is 20 handle or 21 handle, something like that, I think it's not bad. Okay, we can read the damage, so just cover the wick. Let's wait to take re-entry if it can come here. As I told, it can simply tap over there. If any of you is overzealous, you can do this thing. Take the entry from this line, put your stop loss just one tick below this. Highly risky, but you can do that, where your stop loss will be 25 handle. I prefer this entry only, just this entry. If it happened, I'll go for that. If it doesn't happen, I'll sacrifice this trade. And if it is a loss, I'll keep this thing over here. If it is a loss, because I'm saying this should work. If first presented doesn't work, I keep saying it unless it become inversion fair value gap. First presented fair value gap worked perfectly, Chris G. It worked perfectly. You're hunting previous day high. I'm hunting previous day high, absolutely, Jonathan. I'm hunting previous day high. Because today is the manipulation day. So the guys actually are more confused about when I should look for previous day high. This is the day where you should look for previous day high, because today is Tuesday and Tuesday is the manipulation day. Okay. If I'm extremely unlucky, then this market will go higher without me. Extremely unlucky. So let's see if it can take me. If it doesn't take me, then I will try to take re-entry around this area. But I prefer to enter either from this gap or this gap. I prefer from here. I told you already, okay, my entry should be there. My entry should be there. As it is highly volatile, I'm not going to take that risk. So I have two opportunities, either from here or from here. If it doesn't give me, I'm okay with that. But I would love to enter any of this area. You are learning here while this market will be okay, right? Not highly volatile. It will help you then. Trust me, man. It will help you then. The way I framed that first entry, for example, it's not highly volatile. I took my entry over there. I got stopped out over there. I'm watching this low until this low is not taken. The candle will close out this gap. I will take re-entry over there. If it close here somewhere, then I would wait for some kind of retracement, not trading this gap anymore. Some kind of retracement to enter into this market again. Okay, so you are learning it and you are going to apply it while this market is going to be normal, not this much volatility. It close, you have to enter over there, exactly over there. No retest, because sometimes it doesn't retest this gap. Sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times it doesn't retest. And I have no other way, brother. You lost a trade today already. I was doing my own chart, so I was late. No, I didn't lose any trade yet. I don't know what you were saying, brother Jonathan. 15-minute last parabolic gap above the previous day high. I'm more interested to see this market will come here to the low of this line, this box. See this box until this low. I didn't lose any trade today, Jonathan. This is my first trade after the first presented gap, which I'm going to frame for today. Now, if it doesn't give me entry, that's a different matter. So please listen, what did I say over there? I just framed that one and told that I'm just observing it. I'm not going to take it. I'm not interested to take this entry. I'm not at all interested to take this entry. This is my first trade I have outlined for today, which I'm more interested to take. Even though it's a high volatility is to previous day high. Okay, that's cool. Then E-mini Nasdaq is going to take that as well. I'm now so much confident that it is going to take that one. From this parabolic gap, taking entry is highly risky. I was thinking about that, but not interested to enter over here. Let's see if it can tap to this candle. I would love to frame, after closing above that candle, if it tap to this candle so far, I would love to take the entry from this candle so far. So if the body can close above this one, I would take the entry from that candle high so far. If there is no other down close body close candle rather than this, if it is the lowest down close body close candle, I will watch this one as my order block. So let's wait a bit, as I have missed all of this entry opportunity. Is it chasing price? Of course it is chasing price, but this chasing price is logical because market is going to take this one. So let's see if it can close one tick above that line so that I can take entry from that candle. And let me check actually the stop loss. Uh, 25 handle is worthy, 20 handle is worthy, nothing wrong. Okay, now it didn't. This one I'm more interested to see as my order block. Why is that? Because this one has closed inside this gap, or it has touched that gap. So I would love to use this one as my order block. So this candle will close above this candle. I'll take the buy from this order block, but target is over here. And recover just the 50% of this order block. Okay, just the 50% of that order block. I don't know. Tamim actually know that RP. Talking that high might drop. I will wait and see. Yeah, please, of course you can go for that. Here, this is my buy. My second trade I'm going to outline for today, and stop loss should be below this candle, as I'm not able to do that, so I have to cover just the mean threshold of this order block. Okay, so this is the mean threshold of this order block. That is the second trade I have framed for today. Here, this is the mean threshold, and this is the order block. Take the partial at least 1:1. Okay, so 23 handle, if it can provide you 23 handle, take the partial over there and then hold your trade until this buy side liquidity, but take the partial at least 1:1. And put your stop loss to the break even, or if you would love to put it a bit lower of this candle, it's okay as well. but make sure that you have taken the partial around 1:1. As it is 23 handle stop loss, go for that 23 handle partial. Then if you get stopped out, be happy with that, because you have at least you have got the partial. That's all, brother. I wish it will give me the partial. At least it has already given me the partial, but I hope that it will hit that one, okay? Because it has already given me the partial 23.25, 23.75. See, it has already given me the partial. If you go 23.25, but at least I hope that it will hit my partial level exactly. Why I'm saying this? Because I have nothing here that can tell me that I should take the partial over that area. I have nothing over here. That is why I'm saying that take the partial at least 1:1, which is 23 handle. Not bad, not bad. Trust me, 23 handle is not bad. Order block retest. It has already given the 23 handle partial, but still I prefer that hit my target, so that you guys don't get confused and don't say, oh brother, after seeing this you are saying that you should move your stop loss. Okay, your partial has been taken. I prefer to put my stop loss here, 6 handle, 5 handle, sorry, 6 handle, 2 tick, but you can put it at the break even if you want, but I prefer to put my stop loss 1 tick below that candle. Now it's up to you where you would love to put your stop loss to hold your trade until this 83 handle. Okay, it's up to you. I have no problem with that. I prefer, again, I am going to repeat it again. I prefer to take that 6 handle risk, but if you would love to put it to the break even to make sure that you have no risk, you are good to go. I prefer to put it 1 tick below that candle until the next fair value gap. I deserve a boom, brother. I deserve a boom, man. Like you can see, it has already given me the profit. Okay, this is the second trade I have outlined. First trade was here, market didn't give me the opportunity to enter, so I have to frame from the order block. Now if you think 23 handle is not enough, that is different matter. You can try trade anywhere else. If you don't want to take the partial around 23 handle, then you have to put a stop loss over here, 47 handle stop loss. Then you have to take the partial around 47 handle, which is 1:1, so around here. Now I'm not interested to do that. I would love to take the risk here, which is 23 handle, something like that, or maybe 24 handle, 23 handle, whatever it is. I would love to take my partial over here. Would love to put my stop loss 1 tick below that candle. Yeah, 6 handle, I will take that risk, but you don't need to take it. You can simply put it to the break even if you want. I can get and stopped out over here. Take that 6 handle loss. Okay, I got stopped out. So 617 handle, something like that, I will get profit. 17 handle, something like that. Brother, I took the entry by 1 micro contract. You have to close your trade 1:1, because you can't put your stop loss in a logical level. You can't do that. Do you understand the logic? Why you should take the partial over here? I don't have anything over there. That is why I just told 1:1. If you have something, go for it. I'm going to remove them, all of them. What if it was not highly volatile? What you would do that in that type of moment? I wouldn't never go for the trade from this area. Never ever. I would take my entry to that specific candle close. That would be my entry. I would never frame my trade over here. It is what it is, but no need to worry about that. As it is volatile, I know that I will get my profit. Do you guys getting the point? Anybody took that buy? Like, did you actually buy in? I'm just curious. No, I didn't buy in, brother. I didn't do the paper trade as well. I'm just going to give you something that is important to learn. That's all, brother. Like, my next buy would be here if the candle can close above this order block. If it close, okay. If it doesn't close, now this one I'm not going to frame, so I am not going to count this one. But if the candle close, I will take rebuy from this order block. This is just for observation. If any of you took the entry, it should be your own risk. I'm not going to take the risk. It will close one tick out this order block, then tap to this order block. I'm already in the market. Target is over here. Why? This mean threshold is holding the market. See this mean threshold? It is holding the market. Nobody has closed below this mean threshold. That means this order block is valid to me. So I would love to take the risk over here after getting stopped out over here. I'll take the risk over here from this order block until this buy side liquidity with the speed. With speed. I'll put my stop loss over here after getting the unfilled fair value gap right now. If any of you would love to take this entry, make sure that is your own risk. I'm not going to take the risk for this entry. Okay. I'm hoping it takes the high and provides a CB for silver bullet. I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. I'm more interested to buy until this line. See the gap now. Okay, so this is expected. This speed is expected. You have to know where the speed should be expected. This speed is expected because market has to make some kind of unfilled gap. Now I'm not going to mark it as my I'll just write it down like this. If it make, I'll keep it. If it doesn't make, I'll remove it. So I don't know it is going to make that unfilled gap or not. Okay, there is no unfilled gap. Perfect. Stop loss will be still over here, this mean threshold. Why? It can trade this propulsion block one more time to going higher. I'm not going to show you any partial level or anything. If any of you took that entry, it should be your own risk. I'm not interested to take this liability of this trade. If anyone is not our subscriber, you can subscribe to our channel if you want. And okay, so I think it has hit my target stop loss, but after reaching 51 handle, it has stopped me out. I mean, oh, okay, it didn't stop me out yet, but I thought that it stopped me out. It didn't stop me out yet. Retest this mean threshold is not bad. Okay, acceptable. Still, I got it. Okay, I think I got stopped out. I mean, if I can put a bit lower, then I wouldn't get stopped out. I just didn't do it like this way. But if I can cover this mean threshold, I should not get stopped out over here. It should hit this target, whatever it is. Even if I get stopped out, I don't care because it has already provided me 5100. And you know that anybody is here who is going to say that this guy will hold the trade until this area without any partial. If I went for this trade, would I ever hold my trade until this area without the partial? I have now the partial level, a clean partial level. That's my partial level. Just 36 handle. For me, it's absolutely good. Not that high, no, just the rejection block. It is valid until the body doesn't close below this mean threshold of this order block. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to keep this over here. You got stopped out. I don't care. The next time market will close out this order block again, I'll take a rebuy over there. Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding. I'm working with the precision. And I will do the same thing. It will close. I'll take the rebuy over there again. What is stop loss? Same thing, like a bit lower of this mean threshold. Go for the buy side liquidity. Something like that. If it doesn't give me, that is different matter. I don't have any problem with that. If any of you would love to take that entry, make sure that that's your own risk, not my risk. I'm showing you the how to work with this market, and it's your job to learn these things from here. Okay, not just copy the trade. So this candle will take re-enter over here. Stop loss is the same area by believing that this market is going for that one with speed to go for that buy side liquidity. Remember this line? Don't forget about that line. So it left the sell side liquidity here, this low, and that low, they're the relatively equal lows. I don't care about that. Why? Because this whole setup is telling me I should look for buy. I should not care about those sell side liquidity. It has already left a lot of sell side liquidity in below here. Of course, it can take this sell side liquidity before going higher, but I don't think like that way. Sound buffering. Okay, I don't know that. Now is it okay? Don't forget about that line. Not going to say anything, but that is the line I prefer something. তোমরা কেউ কি দিতে পারো ভালোবাসা দেবে কি কেউ জীবনে উষ্ণতা সত্য আশা তোমরা কেউ কি দিতে পারো ভালোবাসা দেবে কি কেউ জীবনে Look, 33 handle has been provided already, while my stop loss is 20 handle. So after saying that, you are saying that you are not going to take the partial. No, I will hold my trade until this area. If it doesn't give me the partial, I will get stopped out. I'm okay with that. But it doesn't mean I'm going to take the partial around this area. If it doesn't give me, okay, what else I can do? Maybe I can put my stop loss over here now. Just minimized my loss because it has moved a lot. So I would minimize my loss. I can do that, but not going to take the partial around this area. We'll take the partial in the most logical level, which is over here. If it doesn't give me that, I'm okay with that. I will take that maybe 700 loss or maybe even 2000 loss. I don't care. That's my partial. After taking this partial, we'll put my stop loss. Get stopped out? No worries. I'll take the re-entry until body doesn't close below this mid threshold. I'll take re-entry again. How many times you will do this? Until market doesn't take this buy side liquidity or doesn't close below this mid threshold. I will keep doing this type of things. What is the partial here? $43 handle partial. So first one was 23 handle partial. Second one was like 35 handle partial. Third one is 43 handle partial. What else do you need? Brother, I'm using this thing for last few weeks, and I keep saying that this is my entry. I will go for that trade. So if I were pushing my button, this would be my entry. This would be my entry here, and target is over there. By putting the stop loss to the break even, you don't need to see my execution. You need to read this. If you ask me why, you can check my Twitter. I have already talked about this in my Twitter, depending on ICT himself, his tweet. But if that is kind of the invitation to those people who want to do the copy trade, I'm just not interested to invite those people to copy my trade. But still, I'm saying that, is there anyone who can tell me that I didn't say that I would love to go for this buy? I didn't say that clearly. What did I say over here? Clearly, I would love to go for this trade. If you want, you can take it. I'm not going to take the responsibility, but this is my re-entry. This is my re-entry until market doesn't take this buy side liquidity or it doesn't hit my, close below this mid threshold. This is my re-entry opportunity. I didn't say that this to you, Min Lay. I didn't say this to you, but this is the reply for all of those people. Because most people are looking for entertainment, but this channel is not for entertainment. It's for learning. If those people are interested to learn, they will get or they will learn from here. By the way, my stop loss would be below, one tick below that candle. See this candle? Just one tick below that candle. So if it could hit that low of this candle, I would get stopped out over there. Exactly one tick below that candle. I don't need to say that. I told that my stop loss is at the break even. I could say something like this way. No. After taking this partial, while I have seen this market came here very near to this buy side liquidity, I'll put my stop loss one tick, just one tick below this candle. I'll get a stopped out, I'll get a stopped out over there, because according to the price, it should not go below this low. The next candle will close above that high. The next candle will close above that high. My stop loss will be below that candle. That specific candle will close above that high. My stop loss will be just one tick below that candle. If any of you took these entries, that should be your responsibility. So if you get your profit, say you did a good job. Don't appreciate my work. No need to appreciate anything over here. I didn't need to tell this my stop loss is over here, but I would put my stop loss over here. This candle will close. I'll put my stop loss below that candle. See this candle? Just one tick below that candle now. Let me mark a line. Just one tick below that candle. If I get stopped out here, I'll get stopped out over here. One tick below that candle. There, I got stopped out already. So after taking the partial, I'll get stopped out here somewhere. Like there. 24 handle, I'll get stopped out. But brother, you could hold your trade until this buy side liquidity. I could do that. If this market wouldn't come very near of this buy side liquidity, it seems like it is making this strongest liquidity. Of course, it can go over here and take that buy side liquidity. I don't want to take that risk. I will just cover some more profit over here, and then I will wait for re-entry opportunity. If it leave me, give me that type of option. You don't need to do that. You can simply put it to the break even, and as you have already taken the partial, you don't need to take that risk. You can simply put it to the break even, and you can hold it until the buy side liquidity. Either it will give you the boom, or it will give you the stop loss to the break even. No, nothing is wrong over there, right? I'm saying you everything. You just need to write it down, and you have to take your decision depending on that explanation. Why you would put your stop loss below that candle? Because this candle, down close candle, has been respected already. See this candle? It has been, let me remove this line. It has been respected already. This is called the middle order block. As it has been respected already over here around this candle, it doesn't need to go below this candle again. That candle has been traded, that down close candle, for the first time. It was overzealous, trade the main threshold of the body one more time, stopped me out. Okay, brother. He doesn't trade these days. Unfortunately, we trade and loss or win. I don't think so that we are framing a lot of losing trade in our life. I think that if I frame my trade at the end of the day, I mean, it's a profitable day. Every single day, it's a profitable day. If I frame 5 trade, out of 5, 3 is winning trade and 2 is losing trade. And those low loss are very small comparing with my win. If my win is 40 handle, my loss will be 15 handle. So if I take 2 loss, it will be 30 handle. If I take 3 win, it will be 120 handle. It's okay. This is my opinion, and everything is over here. Okay. What I love from this lesson, how I can rely between the zone of buy side liquidity above and mean threshold of order block below. Either invalidates and others. Thank you. You're most welcome, brother. This for your learning. Why I'm holding this bias? Because this buy side liquidity should be taken. What is that? Previous day high. Why previous day high is important? Because today is Tuesday. Why Tuesday market should take previous day high? Because today is the manipulation day. So it has to done that manipulation. Exactly from this order block mean threshold, market is working. Now I have to mark body mean threshold. Why? Because my mean threshold, if I go week to week, it's gonna be like at the opening of the candle, which is not valid. So if you have already watched my order block video, you know that in this type of situation, I have to mark just body to body to mark my mean threshold of the order block. So here, this is the mean threshold of the order block. Until now, nobody has closed below this mean threshold of this middle order block. Can it fall? If it fall, I will take re-entry. That is my better opportunity. Now it is invalidated because market has, it is going to be invalidated because market is going to close below the mean threshold of this order block. If it come here, I will start to look for rebuy. Why? It should be taken. It's not enough. I will look for rebuying opportunity. Thank you, brother. Great learning whether people are talking, taking the entry and not great learning. Yeah, endless inspiration. I have no word to say. I'm explaining everything. All you have to do is you have to catch it. That's all, brother. You have to catch it because I believe that I'm explaining the price action in the easiest way. This is the easiest way to explain the price action. Everything, trade management, target, PDRs, everything I'm explaining step by step. You have to just focus on that. I told that I would never go for this trade over here. Never ever. If it is a normal trading situation, like not huge volatile, I would go for my trade after closing this candle. Maybe I could wait a bit retracement or maybe exactly to the close of this candle. I would push my bottom over there. Exactly over there. Retest or reclaimed the order block over here. Okay. Exactly reclaimed that simple order block here, waiting to see if it can provide me another buying opportunity. Can I take my entry over here? No, you can't take your entry from this reclaimed order block anymore. Why? Because this market, while it was falling, I would take the re-entry from the reclaimed order block. But when it is coming back to this order block, I can't re-enter into the order block again. I have to wait for the propulsion block to re-enter. To re-enter. Okay. Now, is this the propulsion block? Absolutely not. This is not the propulsion block. But I'm going to use something else. If I get, then I will use that one as my entry opportunity. So far, I didn't get any entry opportunity. If I get anything, I'll go for that entry again. Okay, exporter price will fall. So exporter, if price will fall before taking this buy, I will miss all the trade. Now, if you ask me, I am 99.99% sure this is going to be taken. If you are watching the SMT, you are watching it in a wrong way. I'm gonna challenge you. Now I can be wrong again, but my experience is telling me there should not be SMT. So if you're using it as an SMT, you will be boomed. You will be doomed. Trust me. That's just my opinion. But I'm not saying don't look for sell. If you want to look for sell, go for it. I have no problem. There is no SMT valid. I know that even S&P has taken that high. Nasdaq didn't take. So Nasdaq is going to take that high 100%. Not 100%. 99.99% sure. This is going to be taken. But I'm not saying any of you not to look for sell. If you are framing any sell, go for it, man. Learning has no end. There is endless learning. I know what is SMT, and according to the market, there should not be bearish SMT where even SMT has taken the high, but Nasdaq has failed to take the high. It's not SMT. It's called fake SMT. And if you ever see the fake SMT, that is my new buy side liquidity. Just my opinion. Again, I'm not saying any of you to look for buy. I'm just saying if you would love to look for sell, go for it. I have no problem. I believe this is going to be taken. Until it is not taken, I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. This reclaimed order block, I can't take the buy. I have to wait for the propulsion block. Unfortunately, I didn't have the propulsion block. So I'm not interested to frame any other entry opportunities over there. This is my first time here. Thank you so much for your time and expertise. Hey Sophia, welcome to our channel, brother or sister. Sophia, I think you are my sister. So welcome to our channel, sister. I hope that you learned something from here. We all are learning, okay? I'm not teacher, I'm not anything. I'm just a learner like you guys. I'm just sharing my understanding. That's all. I don't think so. Smart money has changed the price. It is bullish. Still, it is bullish to me. Guys, please stop telling me about falling. Let me do my job. Okay. If you keep saying about the sell, I will get confused. Don't make me confused. If you are looking for sell, go for it. I'm not interested to look for sell. I'm still bullish. It has to be taken, and then if I would love to frame the sell, which I'm not interested at all, I will frame it. Every single time market will fall and provide me any buying opportunity, I'll go for that buy until this buy sell liquidity is not taken. I have already explained the SMT in the members only live. So that is something, that is why I don't use SMT, as I don't have the opportunity. But if I would love to use the SMT, I will show you 1,000 times how to look for that as fake SMT. Even I showed it to you. Anybody remember while I have shown that fake SMT where ICT marked that as an SMT, and I told that this is not the SMT, this is the fake SMT, and market is going to take that SMT. While ICT was framing the sell, I was framing the buy, depending on that fake, just buy fake SMT. If anyone remember that in live here in public, I told that though I'm afraid because I'm going against ICT, but I am not interested to go against my analysis. I believe my analysis more than anything else. No, brother, I don't use 5 minute chart. 5 minute chart is useless in 1 minute execution. So I'm not interested to use the 5 minute chart. Any kind of buying opportunity, I'll go for that buy sell liquidity. Until now, I don't have any buy sell. I'm going to remove this, okay? Because I'm now interested to look for new buying opportunity. Oh, that's the clean lows. Let's see if it can be taken over here and then market can expand higher or not. This is all the unfinished business or not this one. This and this is the unfinished business. So let's see if market come here. I prefer that this market will come here to frame the next buying opportunity. Without coming here, if it has taken that buy sell liquidity, I'll miss that trade. Simple logic. So I prefer this market will come here before going higher. If it happens, I'll be able to enter into this market. If it doesn't happen, I'll miss that buying opportunity. Yeah, I can see there is a 15-minute BC, but that 15-minute BC is like the useless parabologram to me. But if it happens from there, okay, it's just my bad luck. That means I failed to enter into the market. Market didn't give me the opportunity. So I prefer this market will fall and come to this area, around this area, before going higher and take that buy sell liquidity. I'm not interested to frame any sell. No sell is valid to me. But I'm saying that I will miss the trade if market doesn't come over here. If market come here, I'll be able to take that buy. So it depends on the market, what is his mood. If it doesn't take me with him, it will go higher from here and take that buy side liquidity. If it would love to give me an opportunity, it will come here and then take me with him. So it all depends on the market. It's going to take out the buy side liquidity. Then I will cry because I will miss every kind of buying opportunity. I'll miss them. So it's my bad luck. I will say that my bad luck, market has taken that buy side liquidity without me. I can't frame any trade over here. High was the above the red box in right side chart. That's the daily last favorable gap. Daily last favorable gap. Okay. I'll cry. Okay. If it take that buy side liquidity before reaching over here, I will miss the buying opportunity. That's all. So I'm not interested to frame any buy over here now. Erdogan 32k lots. What do you mean by 32k lots? So you take sell from there from 300. Oh man, I have to say that you have a huge charisma. So you take the sell from this 300. Okay, let's see. I wish that, brother, you will get your profit, because if you get your profit, I will be able to enter into the market. So I pray for you so that you can get your profit. I don't know where is your stop loss or everything, but I'm just going to just mark. This is not mine. Okay, this is for Erdogan. I think he has taken a paper trade, of course, because 32k should be paper trade. So it can be like his trade. I don't know where is his stop loss or something like that. I'll just remove it, otherwise people will get confused. Ninad, you're here, brother. 18,400 level, in my opinion. I'm also bullish, brother. I'm also bullish. You are asking for 400. I'm asking for 713. I'm asking for 713 or 14, something like that. But it is going to be taken. So this is now kind of challenge to me, because people are saying this is fake. I mean, this is SMT, and I told that it is not SMT. It is the fake SMT. It is going to be taken. So it seems like a challenge to me. But I am just unfortunate because I won't be able to enter into this market from here. So I prefer it will fall bit, then I will be able to enter into this market for that buy side liquidity. No, same order block reaction is not important anymore. If you are watching this one, oh, okay, so it is important. My mistake. I thought that it has closed below the mean threshold of that order block. My mistake. Sorry, it's my re-entry over there. My mistake. It will be my re-entry from this order block until this is not taken. Re-entry from this order block. My mistake. It has closed here. Stop loss is going to be below that area. Where was that? I think here somewhere. The mean threshold is here somewhere around this area, or 23 handle, right? 23 handle, yeah. And entry target will be here. This time I prefer to take my partial to this order block here, this bearish order block. So I prefer to take my partial around this bearish order block. Still, that is good. I mean, like 34 handle is good. My mistake, brother. I thought that it has closed below the mean threshold of this order block. If it could close below the mean threshold of this order block, this wouldn't be valid. Until it doesn't close below this mean threshold of this order block, or it doesn't take that buy side liquidity, this order block entry is valid. And while it will come from below to up, not from up to down, down to up, it is valid to take re-entry. But this time entry should be over here, because I'm preferring this market to come here first to take re-entry. So this order block will be my partial, and then I will put my stop loss to the break even. If it stop me out to the break even, I'm okay with that. If it doesn't stop me out to the break even, then I will keep looking for that, sorry, that buy side liquidity over here. My mistake, I told that no entry is valid. I forgot about this order block. So I have already talked about this thing, right? So it's not hindsight. So somebody can think that you're now talking about the hindsight. It's not hindsight. Watch that part from here. You'll learn that. I mean, you will know that. Hello. Ampa. ওই তুই। ও না, আমি তো বাসায় আছি, তাহলে ফেরার কথা আমার নিয়ে যাস। না, আমার হয়নি। তোরা আসতে কতক্ষণ লাগবে তোদের? আমার তো আরো 20 মিনিটের মতো লাগবে। কি কাজ? হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। রবির হোটেল। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি যাচ্ছি। ওকে, ওকে, ওকে। Hi, I would, what did you say, Ninat? Take a sell. If T2 is right, he's right. No, I mean, I'm not right. I'm not saying that I'm right. I am saying that I'm more interested to for that buy side liquidity. So every any kind of buy, I'll go for that. Tito is right. The problem is that I'm bored trying to set a flight. I'll just wait for this buy side liquidity will be taken, and then I'll close my stream actually for today. I'm just waiting to see this buy side liquidity is taken, as I have told that it is going to be taken. This entry I would get stopped out to the break even. After taking this partial, I would get stopped out to the break even. Never ever think that I'm going to hold my stop loss over here after trading this order block. Even though as I told, I'm 99% sure market is going to take this on. Even though that, I wouldn't hold my trade to the 24 or something like that after taking this partial. Some of you can think it's not enough, but trust me, it's 34 handle, man. It's more than enough. And not only this buy side liquidity, but also 5 handle more than this buy side liquidity. So it's 61, 66 until this area. Keep watching, okay? Tito's right. The problem is that I'm bored. If you want entertainment, you know where you should go. Same, I also wait sell setup. Please wait for that. I believe that you will get your selling opportunity exploited. What is the higher time frame PDRA on that yesterday's PM session trade? That was 15-minute order block, brother. No, it was not a 15-minute order block. It was something. What I have seen over there. I think from, yeah, it was from the hourly chart, failed to reach to the 50% of that week. 50%. After taking all the high, failed to reach until the 50% of that hourly week 50%. I was framing the sell. Not 50-minute chart. I was thinking about the buy from the 50-minute chart. That's why I told that it's a buying opportunity from 50-minute chart. Did you see the power of this order block, by the way? Boom, took partial 37 points. Thanks, Titu. Stop trading, Archana. If you have already got your profit, stop trading. Please, it's a request. How many times I can trade over here? How many times can I trade over here? Let me show you this. For the first time, around this area, around here, this is the first time. Maybe cover that stop loss over there. 1:1, okay? 23 and 23. Something like that. Just let me put it over here. Here, for the first time. Second time, there. Stop loss is 23 handle over here, around this area. Target is this rejection block, that rejection block. This is the second entry. Over here. This is the third entry over here. There. Stop loss same area. Just covered the min threshold. Target is this order block. Just that order block open. Third entry opportunity over here. Let's see if it closes below this min threshold, then it's not valid anymore. If it doesn't close below this min threshold, then it will close above this order block. Re-entry opportunity. This sell side liquidity has been taken. I prefer this market to come here to take me again. Otherwise, I will have no opportunity here to enter into this market again. If it simply go higher, take that buy side liquidity, I'll let this go. This order block entry is not valid anymore because the body has closed below the mean threshold and this low has been taken. The order block low has been taken here by that candle. So this order block entry is not valid anymore. If it come here, re-entry opportunity. If it reverse anywhere from here and take that buy side liquidity, I'll miss that trade. First profit Tito, welcome, congratulations Archana. For those not in the premium, what is the reason for not making SMT? SMT is not depending on the premium entry discount. I am going to leave this stream, but you remember this buy side liquidity, it should be taken. This buy side liquidity has to be taken. All of this fall just to make those people, this is a very strong resistance zone. See this high? So let me actually mark that high. Exactly that high. See this clean highs, all of these people are now believing that this is a very strong resistance zone. Every time market is falling, they are going to believe that this is a bearish market and all of them will be get stopped out. Trust me, man. I will be entering into this market if it can come here. If it doesn't come here, I'll miss this trade. But that doesn't mean that it has to come over here to take me. It doesn't need to do that. If it come here, I'm lucky I'll be able to enter into this market for that buy side liquidity. If it doesn't come here and take that buy side liquidity, I'm just unlucky over there. But for SMT, there is no relationship for premium and discount. SMT depends on the strongest market and the sick market. So whoever is sick sister, depending on that sick sister, it has to do that. First trade of the day, okay. That's cool, Archana. If you are already profitable, stop trading. Seems like what is happening. From 8,397 to 8,258 is 15-minute entry favorable gap that was traded by previous day high. As the entry favorable gap has been traded already, it should be broken now. Depends on your liquidity. If it has taken that liquidity, you don't need to think about this unfinished business. That means if it could take that liquidity, as my bias is bullish until this area, I'm not saying it will reach over here at the beginning. Please listen that part at the beginning what I have told over there. I am bullish. I'm expecting it will come here. If this market is still bearish, would love to keep falling, and all of this area, sorry, not that one. All of this area should be broken. Then market doesn't need to reach to this area. But as I'm bullish, I'm expecting this is a bullish market. I'm expecting this market will come here and finally it will break that gap. So while this is gonna be taken, it doesn't need to finish the unfinished business while this buy side liquidity is taken. If market doesn't take that buy side liquidity, that is the better opportunity to take re-entry while market will come to this unfinished business. So while this unfinished business will be finished, then I will start to look for that buy side liquidity and I will enter from here. If it reverse from there, take that buy side liquidity. That means I have lost my opportunity to take the buy. Fake SMT and fake 22 YT model. I agree with you. 100% agree with you. M2 side. To when okay, I give you it. If let's say it would sell from there, I will take a sell after first presented. Okay. That's a good idea, brother. You are using this first presented gap as your bias. That's a good idea. Sure, thank you. What is the plan for PM session? Shajin, I'm not going to be here around the PM session. So right now I have no plan. All the plan will depend on that buy side liquidity, how it is going to take that buy side liquidity. If from 15-minute chart it has taken the buy side liquidity with a fair value gap, then I'll keep looking for this area. But from 15-minute chart, if it just take that buy side liquidity, maybe one candle close out this buy side liquidity, next candle fall, and there is a bearish gap, I will start to look for sell for this sell side liquidity here, all of the sell side liquidity. I'll start to look for them. So it will depend on the price, how it is going to take that line. See this gap? It's my perfect inversion fair value gap. So far, this is my perfect inversion fair value gap. Hi Tito, when to look for unfinished? I have already give you the reply, Sharuda. Okay, more to learn tomorrow. Take care. Thank you, Manu, for being here, brother. But please don't overtrade, brother. Looks bearish, not sure about pullback long. Okay, Catipan, let's see, brother. Now OS a good opportunity for buy. I am only interested to look for buy either from this gap or from that gap. Otherwise, I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy. If it goes from here, I'll miss all the opportunity to take the buy. I'm not interested to use this inverse gap because right now I'm working with order block and the fair value gap. So inversion fair value gap, I'm not going to use that with, add them with my analysis. Are you in Bangladesh or Europe? I'm in Bangladesh, brother. Turn short last 5 minutes. Okay. If you are taking short, I'm really so happy for your boom, because if you got your boom, I'll get my entry opportunity. I don't know where is your target, but if you get your boom, I guess you are targeting somewhere here, the lowest or I don't know where. But if it come here, I'll be very happy to, because I will get an opportunity to take the buy. Guys, can you please push the like button? Honestly, some people to push the like button, please. How many losing trade I have outlined today? I guess this one where I clearly told that I'm not interested to take this trade because it is 40 handle stop loss and I can't put my trail my stop loss a bit higher. So I'm not interested to take this entry. That is why I removed it from my chart. First trade 25 handle profit, second trade 25 handle partial, 23 handle partial, third trade 36 handle partial, fourth trade 35 handle partial. What else do I need? Now, exploiter, you are saying something that I don't like, brother. If you would love to talk someone else except me, please go to your channel or go to your area and talk to them, tell them what to do. Please don't do that here. It's my request, brother. I don't need any kind of advice from anyone else here. Please don't do that. I'm going to tell you one last time. Please don't do that. You can do whatever you want to do. Please don't tell anyone else what to do. I think I was so polite, right? Madhi, I was so polite, right? Nobody can say that I'm rude. Because, brother, when you will proved wrong, you will never reply over here. So you will come next day and you will start that things again. And then you will get proved wrong again. And then you will stop talking or messages again. We know that why this market is falling. You are new, so you don't know. But we know that why this market is falling and how far it can fall and why it will fall. this is the hard part for me because people are saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just 15 minutes so far, market is falling. And this 15 minutes, I have nothing to say except waiting. I'm seeing what is going to happen. You are not seeing that. I don't know why. It is very clear. So you should be very, I don't know what to say. I mean, now maybe this market will keep falling. What I will do? Nothing. I will do just nothing because I'm not interested to go against my bias. If it provide me buying opportunity, I'll go for buy. If it doesn't provide me the buying opportunity, I'll let this market go. How many times do I need to repeat? I mean, repeat it again and again. If I were looking for buy, how many buying opportunity I had? Am I still profitable or not? Do I need to trade all of this shit? No, I don't need it. I'm already profitable here by that specific candle. I'm already profitable around 939. I don't need to trade this market again. Still, all of this fall, I'll let them, I will bear them because this is the FOMO. People are start to FOMO that this is now extremely premium market is going to fall. I have the SMT, I have that, blah, 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 a lot of things I have over there. So this is now falling. I'm going to take the sell. Now, if you take this frame the sell, where you will start to frame the sell? First SMT, second SMT, third SMT, fourth SMT, fifth SMT. Where did you exactly start to look for sell? Whether I took the sell from here. I know that. Okay, please push the like button. We have already framed a lot of winning trades, so why don't you push the like button? Please push the like button. If it come here, I'll remove this two line. If it can come to this last parallel gap, I think I can remove them actually. Yeah. Now is my opportunity to start to look for buying opportunity. From here, I would prefer to look for buy. I'm not going to frame anything. I think I will just let this go until I'm just not going to frame it, but I'm waiting for the buying opportunity now. Please wait until PM session. Yeah, of course it can take it around the PM session. If it do that, it will be better opportunity around the PM session to trade. If it do that. $50-minute order block. Okay. Any kind of buying opportunity it will provide me, I'll go for that until market is above this first presented gap. Any buy, I'll go for that. The hunt starts now. I also prefer that, Morat. I don't know why you are preferring that, but I really don't want to see it will tap to this first presented gap. Why you are not expecting that, Morat? Can you please say? Okay, it has traded. By the way, you and me both are doomed. Explorer, I just told you, brother, if you are looking for sale, please go for it. You don't need to explain the price here, brother. I'm just not interested to listen your explanation. Okay, so if you are framing the sell setup, go for it, man. If you have any question, you can tell that. But if you don't have any question and you are like bearish, you are looking for sale only, go for it. Nobody is going to ask you to take the buy. I am trying to be very polite. I'm not actually this type of polite person, but I'm trying to tell you this in a very polite way. If you are looking for sale, go for it, man. One candle close below the last fair value gap, the very next candle close inside the last fair value gap. That is called the fake breakout. So if another candle close below this last fair value gap, that means this fair value gap is broken. Until now, this is the clean fake breakout. Kath, I'm not just marking framing it, but as I told, I will look for any kind of buying opportunity over here. Any kind of buy it will provide me, I'll go for that. But just not going to frame it because it's now very controversial. This talking about this price action is really so much controversial because of that one guy. If it could go higher from here, okay, from here it has taken that buy side liquidity. I'm gonna promise you, brother, I wouldn't go for any kind of buy from there. No buy is valid from here. Nothing is valid from here. As I told, I would love to frame my buy either from this gap or from that gap. So anytime it will provide me the buying opportunity, I'll go for that buy with so much confidence that this is going to take that buy side liquidity. But as that doesn't mean I'm going to hold my trade until this area. So it's something like, just let me show it from there, okay, there to there. It's 205 handle. I'm not going to hold my trade for 205 handle. that, but buying from here is my opportunity, because it should come to finish the unfinished business until it's not taken. If it can fall, that means it wants to take me with him. If it go from here, there is nothing wrong. That means it doesn't want to take me with him. But if it come here, and if you keep looking for a buying opportunity from different time frame, how many times you will get the buying opportunity, I am not going to repeat that. It is your job to count how many buying opportunity you will get from here. Every day I'm doing this, man. But still, new people will come and they will start to talk shit. I don't like it. Any kind of buy is valid until market is above this first presented gap. Yeah, if it goes below this first presented gap, no buy is valid to me. It's okay. I will wait. The market will close above this first presented gap again. It will keep falling. I don't care. I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. This fair value gap, that fair value gap, this new to opening gap, anything can stop the market and send it higher again. Because, man, isn't it so clean? Isn't it so clean that this is clean support, sorry, resistance? Why you are getting so confused? What is the problem, brother? Are you a support and resistance trader? Are you a support and resistance trader? Tell me. Can't you see this very strong resistance zone? How beautifully it has been respected from that top. What is that called? Double top. What does it mean? Double top. What does it mean? You are seeing the SMT. SMT is not that type of things you are thinking like the way. It's not called the SMT. It is called the resistance zone. So market has built a strong resistance zone over there. Anytime market is falling, people are chasing this price. This is going to fall. This is going to fall. This is going to fall. Take sell, take sell, take sell, take sell. And then market will stop them out. What is the area where market can do that? It can do that. Let me show it from the hourly chart, because from 15-minute chart, it's a little messy. Yeah, of course, I can use this order block over here. It's better to use it from hourly chart to explain this one. Entry fair value gap, last fair value gap. It can happen from either one of this gap and go for this liquidity. From the hourly chart, what do you see over here? From the hourly chart, what do you see? This is a bearish market to you. Let me remove this one. This is a bearish market to you. Why? My question is why? Don't you see clean highs over there? Why you are more interested to trade sell? Why is that? Now I'm going to close my stream over here. It's 11:07 already. But remember, this is going to be taken. That's my belief. And I would love to prefer that this is going to happen from here, around this area. This is going to happen from there. If it doesn't happen from here, wait for the PM session. I'll look for the same thing until this area. So if it leave that liquidity for the PM session, that means that around the PM session, I'll be able to trade again. If it is taken by the lunch hour or before the lunch hour or by now, that means around the PM session, I have to study this market again to think about how can I use this whole, depending on 15-minute gap, depending on a lot of things, I will start to read about, to think about that market. Until then, I will keep looking for this buying opportunity. Any single time market will go higher, I'll look for buy until market is above this first presented gap. So if it frame a sell buy setup over here, I'm not going to take it. I will wait for this area. Now it's broken actually, so let me remove it. I will wait for this market to come here and then we'll go for the buy again. Expro trader, I am trying to be very polite. I don't know how long I will be very polite, but don't try my patience, okay? Don't try it, brother, please. As I don't ask for money or anything else from my viewers, I don't care about my viewers or about their bullshit things, okay? So I really don't care about that. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a trader, so I don't care about my, nothing. So please don't try it. Please, it's my request. Is why my prefer if, yeah, that was the same thing I was also expecting, that if market doesn't come over here and it work as a breakaway gap, then I'll be better. I'll get better opportunity to take the buy over here if it doesn't take the same reason. Okay. Otherwise, it can trade a bit over here around this area. But of course, it is what it is. No need to be so much polite, bro. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. I'm trying to be polite, but don't try my patience. Buying is valid until 11:30 and try to make that buy while market is above this first presented gap. Okay, anytime you will get the opportunity, take the buy. Every single time you will get the opportunity to take the buy, it will give you the partial level. Take the partial around the most important partial level and then hold your trade or close your trade around this area. Okay, so just think like that way. Okay. Bro, he's ICT with different account. If he's ICT, I'm going to prove him wrong. If he's ICT, by the way, I'm just kidding. But please don't mess over here. Okay, I'm requesting. It's not a good or easy thing to frame a trade in front of a lot of people. So don't make me confused. I'm waiting for something. Let me wait for that things. I don't care if it keep falling until this area. I don't care. I will keep looking for buy. I know that buy will give me my profit. Yeah, I'll miss all of this sell. I don't care about that. I will get my buy, I'll get my profit. I know that in a very specific level, I'll get my profit. Simple. So remember this line, which is 18361.50. That is my target for today. And I prefer this market will take this buy side equity by today. If it doesn't taken by the end session of the lunch hour, then PM session is going to be so beautiful for me. I'll think about the buy. If this market close below this fair value gap, then and only then I will start to look for sell. Until then, no sell is valid to me. I will only keep looking for buying opportunity until this area. So thank you guys for being over here. I hope that it was a bit learning session. If you think, if it is not, then I'm so sorry for that to waste your time. Until the next time, cheers guys.